Hi guys, welcome to
Hello.
the Evil A Thon reading sprint. I'm joined today by two lovely guests. Chelley was supposed to join today as well, but she's busy at work, so she might not make it. But we are here to still entertain you and get you to do some productive stuff tonight. I think you all know my guests tonight, but we have the lovely Amy, a published
Hi.
author. We all know her books because I've been always talking about them.
Thank you.
Mina and the Undead and Mina and the Slayers and get excited for Mina and the Cult next year.
Yeah. It's here.
And
Do you want to see it? This is
yeah,
it. Woo.
woohoo! It's getting finished. It's getting
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
And
Getting
we
there.
have and we have the lovely Sharon, and she supports a lot of indie horror, and she always has such beautiful morning messages, and I watch them every morning on my TikTok, so make sure to follow her as well. I believe, if I'm not wrong, I left in the description both their details, their social media and stuff, so make sure to check them out. And yeah, Amy, let us know what you're gonna do tonight.
So I am working on Mina and the Cult because my copy editor has it currently. So she's doing things like looking for word repetitions and all the good like line edit stuff. So I'm doing my own line edit because I figured I can then compile the two. So I'm up to page 75 out of about 300. Just reading through, making notes. I've got my pink pen. Trying to be brutal because at this point there's not much time left, so it needs to be done. I'm enjoying it. It's reading like a book now, so it's quite exciting.
Nice. Do you still have a lot to cut down, or most of the cutting has been done already?
I could do with cutting a few words, and the ending is still a little bit messy because I think you always read the beginning lots of times because it's the
Yeah,
first thing you write, and then the
yeah,
ending is the last thing I've written. So I do need
yeah.
to go through the ending and check because I moved some characters around. It's my usual big scene with lots of characters, and it's quite difficult to remember who's there and who needs to talk and who can do what, and, who's dead. So the dead people need to not be in it.
Probably not.
Well, I don't
It's
know.
like a
I
vampire
don't
book,
know.
so
It
depends
could
what you mean
be.
by dead, but yeah.
Exactly. Okay, and Sharon, what are you gonna be reading tonight? I'm guessing you're gonna be reading.
There's a couple of things I'm doing really. I'm starting an indie horror book club in January, which is mainly on TikTok and but across YouTube and Instagram as well. So I'm just sorting out the books for that and organising the author interviews. So
Nice.
I've been doing that. But I'm also finishing reading Upgrade by Blake Crouch. She's my first.
Mm.
Have you ever read any of his Cash?
I don't think so. I've
It's
seen
like
the name a
sci-fi.
lot,
It's
but
sci-fi horror thriller.
mm,
This is all about gene therapy and changing what it is to be human. It's very, very good.
mm.
And I've got all my I love my back look with all my
Yeah.
Oh, that's
horror
so
people.
cute.
And then I'm going to be starting Sister Maiden Monster.
Oh,
So
interesting.
this one it says on the back, gory, kink-fueled feminist cosmic
Oh,
horror apocalypse novel.
Oh,
oh, okay.
yes.
And that should be the top of everyone's reading list, and that's by Christopher Golden.
Oh, I've got quite a
Okay.
few Christopher Golden books. I've read a lot of his Buffy ones, and I own some of
Yeah,
the
me
other
too.
books, but I haven't read them yet.
So this is it's basically a virus tears across the globe, and all the people start to mutate. I mean,
Oh,
horrifically. I mean, it's a proper
mm.
horror. It's really gory. And then three women come together to survive. So, and
Oh,
they are both Sister Maiden and Monster. But
mm.
yes, great cover, isn't it? So pretty.
Yeah,
So yeah, I should be reading those two once
interesting.
I finish what I'm doing with the book club. I've just set up a Discord. That was stressful.
Technology.
So it's just like, oh, okay, I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see what happens if I press that button.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Well, I can try to help you. I don't know much, but I do have, like, I've joined other people's groups on Discord, and I use it sometimes to communicate with them. But I'm curious to know the list because I would like to join as much as I can next year because I do want to explore more indie published authors. And honestly, one of my favorite authors is indie published. It's David Sodergren. I
Yeah.
love him. Like, all his books hit me, like all of them, and he's self-published as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be excited to see your list because I want to see if I read some of it or not at all.
So the first one I'm mainly going to go for British. The first two, well, I've got a British, then a European, then an American. I'm going to do January, February, March first,
Mm.
So January is Matt Rayner, who is a good, actually friend of mine as well, and he's an indie horror author, and he writes really kind of. I can't do extreme horror because some people have never tried horror before, and I don't want to scare them.
Yeah.
This the first one is a ghost story. January is always ghost stories to me. So so we're doing Echoes of Home, and then February slasher month because nothing says slasher like Valentine's Day, does it?
Yeah.
So the European Halls by Alan Shivers, who is Belgian. He lives in Belgium. And then in March is Sci-Fi Horror, which is Beta by Sammy Scott, who's American.
Oh,
So those are the
cool.
first three. This is a premiere. I haven't even put this anywhere else.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, I don't think Sammy's going to be able to do. He's going to do a written Q&A for me because he's fighting cancer at the moment, so he's not available
Oh no.
to interview on
Mm,
or live. So yeah, the plan is to be Discord, sprints on TikTok,
nice.
and discussion on YouTube. So it's going to be across social medias,
Yeah.
because most of the people, about 50 or 60 of the people are on TikTok.
Yeah.
So or book talk,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's going to be
Nice.
fun, I think, hopefully. And the Discord means everybody can have a chat.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's the plan. I love indie horror. And I spoke to Chelley, of course, about her book club. And we've obviously got the
Mhm.
YA book club, which we all love.
Mm,
And she says, do something you're passionate about. And indie
yeah.
horror is my passion. So anything I could do to promote them, and they'll all be on Kindle Unlimited, so people can read them for free if they've
Nice.
got that. So yeah, yeah,
Perfect.
it'll be
So
good fun.
tonight, I'm gonna be reading on my Kindle. I'm gonna be reading Into the Drowning Deep. I think I'm nearly 50% on, and I'm trying to really push it because the month is coming to an end. And I'm busy tomorrow. I'm starting my theater acting lessons tomorrow night.
Yay.
So I'm a little bit
Ah,
scared. I'm a little bit scared. I'm just gonna go there with an open mind. And just embrace it, yeah. So,
that's
and I've
brilliant.
already, yeah, I've already applied to some castings, and some people have considered me. Sometimes I didn't get the role or stuff, but like, at least I'm putting myself out there, which is something I was always wanted to do. So yeah, but I wanted to finish this book, and I'm gonna try to push tonight a little bit. The only other book I have to finish for the Evil A Thon is my book by Stephen King, Holy, which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push it, but I might start it, and maybe I'll finish it in December. But Into the Drowning Deep is surprisingly quite, like, engaging, I thought, because it was so long, because it's 400 something pages, and those always scare me because if you don't get into it, it's really hard to keep pushing forward. And I'm a completionist, so I was scared I was going to start it, not enjoy it, and just keep going. But it's quite interesting because it explains that mermaids are supposed to be, or the legend says that they are women that they were grieving and they committed suicide by drowning. And then you have an expedition. It's supposed to be a fun TV show that is going to the sea, to try to find mermaids, but it's supposed to be, like, not true. But then they end up actually encountering mermaids, and everybody in the crew is butchered. That's like the
That sounds fun.
introduction to the book. Yeah, sounds fantastic.
It
And
does.
so after
We're
that,
in the same company here. We're all like, yes, yes, this is good.
Yes,
We'll go.
yes.
and I was like, I like this, like, it sounds like fun. And then you follow a sister of one of the people that died. And there is a lot of talk about science and marine biology and stuff. And I don't find it as intimidating as I thought I would find the science in the book. And, years later, they decide to send another ship to the same place to really figure out
Okay.
if these mermaids are truly, like, something that exists, or if the footage they got was like special effects. Because some people say, it's not true, the mermaids were fake, and other people say they're real. So years later, they decide to send another ship to figure it out. But this time, instead of sending just a TV crew that have no idea what they're doing and they weren't ready for it, they try to send people that are more prepared, scientists, people that go with guns, like they go with pods to go underwater. Like, they're going a little bit more prepared, but still maybe not as prepared as they thought. So I'm currently there where they are investigating the place where the other vessel was wrecked to pieces with everybody on board. And I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, it's a lot more fun than I anticipated, even with all of the science, like jargon and stuff. Like it's quite nice. Yeah.
The Sister Maiden Monster one is my last Evil A Thon one. That was the sci-fi horror because it's a cosmic sci-fi.
Yeah.
So that's my last one of the Evil A Thon as well.
But you read
I
so fast.
watched Pope's Exorcist the other day as the film.
Ah.
That was very good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I
Nice,
don't
nice,
like him much, and I was a bit worried, but it was actually all right.
nice. I can
Yeah.
hear your little baby.
Yeah, I think I'm
Oh,
gonna have to go and just sort my
Oh,
Daddy's gonna go up. I've just heard mummy, so I think it might be game over for me
don't
for a
worry. I'm
minute.
just gonna quickly go through the comments and we will go to the
Okay, I'll
first
be back.
print so you can come back.
oh,
Nice. You're here now.
hello.
Hello. You made it.
Hi,
Hello,
Melina.
Melina. I really thought of you when I met Jonathan Stroud because I know she really wanted to meet him, but she couldn't make it to Yelk this year. Maybe they'll bring him back because he was there last year and he was there this year. So
Did you
never
manage
lose
to
hope.
fit all the books on the shelf, Kasha?
Yes, but I think decisions have to be made because they're overflowing a little bit, but they're kind of almost organized. Yeah, but I might have to make decisions.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Yes, he was lovely as
Yes.
always. He's always so lovely. Okay, so we're gonna go to the first sprint so that we can get Amy back
Oh, bless
after
him.
the
He sounds
sprint.
poorly, doesn't he? Bless him.
Yeah. So we're gonna use the Pomodoro Kitty. So this is a warning because he loves to scream at the end and scare people,
I'll
even
take my
my cat.
headphones off. I don't hear him.
There we go. I'll see you guys in 40 minutes. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
You're back, Amy.
I'm back. Brief stop upstairs. Hopefully the last one, but you never know.
How did you guys did then? Did you have time to do much, Amy?
Yeah, good actually, because it's a bit more polished at the beginning. I'm going through that pretty quickly. I'm up to page, I don't know what page I said I was on. I'm on page 85 now. So I'm hoping to do 35 more pages tonight. So we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
But like I said, the more polished it is, the quicker reading. So hopefully I'll get there.
Nice. How about you, Sharon?
I've been editing videos and
Uh,
putting together my stuff. So yeah, who knew I'd be a computer designer? Who knew that was what social media was about now? But yeah, so I've got it done. I think now I just got to pick the music. So yeah, and I'm going to read now because and eat snacks. My husband bought me snacks.
oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, Maltesers.
Oh,
Nice.
nice, nice, nice.
So I shall eat some of them. But apart from that, how did you get on?
Good. I'm now 54% into the book. And it's really interesting the way that she approached the story because it also kind of comments on the fact that maybe we are the ones that are entering their territory and threatening their territory, and maybe that's the only reason why they are aggressive, or are they really like that dangerous? So it's interesting. We don't know much yet about the mermaids, but we know they communicate in a very intelligent way, so they're supposed to be intelligent sentient creatures. So yeah, it's really interesting. I cannot say too much more of where I am at right now, so I don't want to spoil things. But I don't know if I've ever read other books about killer mermaids per se. Maybe short stories, but like not like a full on 400-page novel, and it's quite interesting to me, to be honest.
I think Brianna Morgan, is it? An
She
indie
wrote
published
one. It's really
author.
good. The
Yeah.
race incident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. It's much a short. It's a novella.
Mm.
Yeah, and they definitely have teeth. Those mermaids.
Yeah, this one's definitely too. And it's really interesting because it comments on the fact that humans decided to live like on solid ground and not on the sea because of all the dangers and all the things that we don't know about. Like the sea is still one of the biggest mysteries that we have nowadays, and everything that is underneath and things that we cannot even reach. So it's quite interesting, to read about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
from the
really like it.
survival. It's a few aspects of the survival, isn't it? Because obviously we can't breathe underwater, but then there's the pressure thing, isn't there? Of like the
Yeah,
deeper you go, like you
yeah,
can't travel up or down too fast. Yeah,
yeah,
heads like grapes. The rest of
yeah,
it.
yeah. Like these people are a little bit incommunicated there. Like they're just there to fend for themselves. And there's supposed to be a security system in place after what happened last time, but it doesn't quite work really well because they didn't have time to test everything. And there are pods that go down and they can go and explore and go up, but like you said, you have to be careful about the pressure. The pods only fit like mostly one person and you're like cramped in there. So I don't think I could ever do it, like go like really underwater in a submarine or something. I cannot do it. I think I will be just too stressed.
I'm
So,
terrified. It's
Yeah.
one of my phobias
stop,
is
stop me.
thalassophobia. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I drowned when I was 8,
Oh
and
no.
so thalassophobia and travelophobia are my two only things I'm scared of. Deep
Yeah.
water and being buried alive because I woke up in a body bag. So those are
Oh
the
no.
two things from a childhood trauma.
Yeah. I mean,
But I love reading it. It's
normal.
because it gives me a thrill.
Yeah.
When you read about it, something that frightens you,
Yeah.
it doesn't scare me, but it gives me that was fun.
Yeah.
Um, but I read this fantastic book by a Scandinavian author called Per Jacobson called Dry. It's incredibly touching, moving book, but it's about this father and a daughter. Mother's died, and they go on this journey to the Galapagos Islands to see the turtles. And one day the sea starts bubbling, and all of the water in the world disappears, and they're on a boat at the bottom of what was the ocean, and it's
Mm.
their journey across the bottom of the ocean. Now it's clear of water when there's no water. with a couple of other people. It's an incredible book, but there's this kind of thing, it's showing you what it would be like without the water there.
Hmm.
It's really good, but very, 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 very sad.
Maybe you
Um,
like The Luminous Dead, because it's
mm.
also about diving and like cave system underwater a little bit,
Oh
and
God, can you imagine
it's really
enclosed spaces
claustrophobic.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
underwater?
yeah, yeah. Like
That
when
would
I
be
see
fun.
also movies like that, I'm like, no, thank you, no,
No, no.
no,
I love
thank
that.
you.
From Below is one of my favorite horror films.
Uh,
I'm sure you've seen that one, haven't you? In the catacombs in Paris.
yeah, yeah, yeah. As above, so
And
below, right?
Oh
oh,
yeah,
that's it. From above, so below. Sorry, yeah. And when they're crawling through and they get trapped,
Yeah, yeah.
I actually have to shut my eyes at that point because I can't. It doesn't frighten me, but I just can't watch it, even though I know they get out because I've watched it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah.
anything,
We went
yeah,
in. We went into the Paris catacombs not long before watching that
fascinating, aren't they?
film, and
Yeah.
it's so creepy in there. Like I've never seen anything like it. I've been into catacombs before, but they're so oppressive because you've got the whole city over you, and you just feel these bones all around you. Like you can smell them. The dust is in the air.
Mm.
They've been arranged in such beautiful patterns. It's so moving and strange and scary.
And it's just weird, you're kind of in a very modern city, and suddenly you're in almost kind of like another dimension almost.
Yeah.
It's like this is really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
beautiful.
like tight spaces. Like
No, neither do
I don't like it.
I'm
I
not
I feel
claustrophobic. I just don't like that feeling of being
mm,
trapped.
Yeah.
yeah.
I get a really visceral sensation that I quite like when I go into enclosed spaces. And
Oh,
like I don't
really?
know if I believe in past lives and stuff, but I get a really strong feeling when I go in a tunnel, like something like scratching at my consciousness, and I
Oh,
quite like it. I don't know what
interesting.
it is.
Some
I'm just
people
strange.
love it. I think my sister, she loves being like into a tight ball. It gives her comfort. So
Hmm.
but so it's one or the other. I think people either really like it or they don't like it. Um, you know, but yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Like I don't get claustrophobic if I get into like
A lift,
elevator or
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like a small one or something like. But like these people that crawl through caves in like under earth and under the seas, like no.
It's like the idea that if you get trapped,
Mm,
that's it, and then
yeah.
you're just lying there waiting to die.
Even though one of
This is
the
just an
one of
awful thought, isn't it? It
it
really
is.
is.
Imagine you cannot do anything. You're especially underwater because
No,
your oxygen is limited, even if you have a bottle with you. But one of my recurring dreams is basically on a lift, and it's the lift where I used to live with my parents for all my childhood, and I just go into the lift, and it never gets to my floor, and it just keeps spinning with me inside. It's just so weird. But I've had that dream since I was a kid, and it still comes back from time to time. And
weird.
it's so weird.
How your
It's
brain works is weird, isn't it?
like, what's the association here? Like, maybe I should ask a dream expert. What's going on? What's going on?
I could probably Google it. You could probably
Probably.
Google it.
Spinning
Yeah.
lift dreams.
Yeah. What's going on? Is it too
Are,
late for me?
are you clothed? Is your
Yes.
teeth falling out? Because
No.
these are all dream symbols,
Yeah,
right?
they're my anxiety dreams. I used to, when I was doing exams, dream that I realised I'd got no clothes on in an
Oh
exam.
no.
Like, could it actually be worse than that? And I have
I
had the
always
wobbly
have
teeth
I always have
dreams.
dreams where I'm the one clothed and everybody else is naked. That's even
Oh,
more
Oh, that's fun.
disturbing.
That's
that's better
better.
that way, isn't it? Have the upper hand.
All right, let me check the comments. Steven has made it. Hello,
Hi,
Steven.
Stephen.
Hello,
Hi.
Hello, Jessica.
Jessica. Hello. We have Aislinn here. There she
Hi,
is.
Ashlyn.
Doing some writing tonight, some evil writing. We like that.
Excellent.
2K
Oh, I
today.
loved Big Me,
Perfect.
by the way.
Nice.
Have you read it, Cash, for the
No, I wanted to read it
oh,
this month, but I didn't make it. But it's on my wish list, so it's
I
happening
read
at
it
some
in a
point.
day. I couldn't put it
Oh.
down. Such incredible writing, and I know Ashley's going to be very embarrassed, but it was brilliant. Just the voice of the character was so clear.
Nice.
I thought it was brilliant, very funny, brilliant.
Yeah, I really
Loved
need
it.
to get to it. I love the
Agreed.
Yeah.
cover. Yeah. Let's see. Body of Lies. Oh, I don't know that one.
No, I
Starting,
don't.
you start. Is that the second book then? Is it?
I don't know if it's out of order, I guess, but isn't that confusing? I don't know.
I don't. I'll get annoyed with series. I haven't got the. I'm too old. I might die before I get to the end of it.
Hi, Caroline. Oh
Yes,
yeah, I saw that it
I
dropped
want to
today, and I'm
see
like, I want
that.
to watch it just for fun, even though I actually want the second season of the show, of the
I
real
loved
show.
that show. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was great, and it ended kind of like in a almost like a cliffhanger, like you don't know
Yeah.
exactly. And
Did
I've
he
been
go
waiting
back?
for season two. Exactly, I'm like waiting for season two. Like, excuse me, are you dropping this reality TV instead of giving me season two? Rude, but yeah, I still want to watch it. Yeah.
I binge watched The Burning Girls the other day.
Oh, I
Oh,
really want to watch that one. I really like the
It's
book.
actually pretty good. I love the book anyway,
yeah, same.
but actually, I thought, is this Samantha something? Isn't it? Who's the main character? Can't remember her last name. She's excellent in
Mm.
that role, and it was such a good adaptation because you're never sure, are you?
Yeah, you never
I
know.
really enjoyed it. I binged the whole thing in a day.
I'm
Nice.
reading CJ Tudor's new one, The Gathering. I keep forgetting the title. I keep thinking the title's on the front. But that's the title. It's so good. It's vampires in
Ah,
Alaska and a woman who is like a vampire specialist detective who's gone to investigate this vampire killing. And if it's determined to be a vampire, then they may call this whole community of vampires who are living in Alaska. It's really good. And
nice.
like you said about the vampires, Kasha, it kind of makes you think about like, are humans invading into the vampire
Yeah,
space?
Yeah,
Vampires are kind of just getting along, and then this human community is there, and the vampires and
yeah.
the indigenous people were there first. So it's very interesting. There's lots of food for thought in there.
I'm
But
waiting for my copy to come.
yeah, hopefully soon. I don't really know how mine ended up. I'm like on a list for being a blogger, like which I think is the same list as you, but then I think I sometimes get author copies, so occasionally I get like a little
I'm
bit
not sure.
early.
I'm sure. I got in contact with a woman at Penguin, and she says, yeah, they're due to come out in January. So you must have got a really early
Ah,
copy, darling. So
Lucky
that's
me.
fine. It's not out till April, I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
But I
yeah.
love the Drift. I had the Drift as an arc, and that's one. That was my favourite
Mm,
one of CJ's. I love the other people, but it was just so clever. The three timelines was just so
yeah.
clever.
It was really good. My favorite is still The Other People, which is the one that Amy's
I
never gonna
love the
read.
other book.
Is that the one? I mean, is the
Yeah,
two child abduction ones? Is this why I've not read them? Because there's the Taking of
yeah.
Annie one, and then
Yeah,
the
So
other
the other people
people.
one is the dad's driving down a
yeah,
motorway,
Yeah,
and there's a
yeah.
car in front of him, and it's
That's
his
my
daughter.
favorite one. Yeah,
It is absolutely
it's
brilliant, isn't it?
fantastic.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
such a good
I tried to
psychological
push
thriller.
through. I just couldn't do it. I
yeah.
couldn't.
I understand.
I think maybe when Nathan's 18, I'm going to go back and read all of these books. But for now,
Mm,
it's too close to the
List
bone.
for Nathan's 18th birthday.
Yes, all these books about
it's just
scary
such a
children.
clever idea,
Yeah,
just such a clever premise,
yeah.
and
I love that
she's
one.
so good with the twists
Mm.
that
Mm,
you don't see coming.
mm.
I just think her
Um,
writing's really clean as well. Like some
it
adult
is.
books, I get really bogged down. It's like every word is there for a reason. Like if she's described something in a room, it is for a purpose. It's just really,
There's no
really good.
wasted words in her work, I
No.
find, and it's really easy. It flows really well.
Yeah,
You instantly, she gets you instantly into the story, which
yeah,
I think is really unusual for a lot of adult horror. Can take a little
Mm.
while to get going.
yes.
Mhm.
Um, love her writing. She's also sweet, isn't she? Have you ever met her, Amy? She's a sweet
No,
woman.
I haven't in real life actually. I've
Yeah.
chatted to her quite a bit online, but no, sadly not. Have you met her at an event?
No, but I've spoken to her a couple of times, but
Oh,
I've never met her. But she's got a very sweet daughter, little daughter called Dottie. She's very sweet.
Oh.
And but yeah, Neil Gaiman's just sent her a signed book. She's
yeah,
thrilled.
I saw that because they met at a book event. Was it a book event in Iceland? Did I
I'm
see
very jealous because Neil Gaiman's one of my absolute idols.
Mm.
So, but yeah, she just, she seems to be really nice, very
that?
down to earth woman.
I'm really excited about the new book, especially if it has vampires in it. Really
Yes, me
excited.
too. Me
It's a very good
too.
take. I think I like how people do vampires are real. Like their take on
Mhm.
vampires are real, I think is always really interesting. Like people know about them. How are they functioning in society with humans that are their prey? I think
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Have you read the Paul Tremblay, the Pala Bears Club or something like that? Because it makes
Uh,
vampires so different. Like that book is so different.
Is it sad? Because as soon as I saw Paul, I was like,
Kinda. Kinda.
kind of.
Kinda. It's a
I
bit
like Paul as
depressing.
well because
I'm not gonna lie.
he twists things all the way through.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I think
Yeah.
his books are just too sad. Every time I pick one up on the back, it's like, and there's a husband whose wife has just died. And I'm like, no. There's somebody with an ill child or something.
And
I'm like,
Sharon and I are like, yes.
no, can't do
I
it.
think a lot of adult horror though is it kind of minds that vein of grief and
Yeah.
tragedy
Yeah.
and being twisted. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of adult horror is that way inclined. It
That's
starts
why
with
I
a
have to be
horrific
careful.
tragedy
I just really
and then
can't.
kind of makes it worse.
No,
Which is
can't do
what
it.
we love. But
No,
yeah,
because children are scared of things that adults are no longer scared of because
yeah.
we have realized those things are not real, and we realize that actually the things that are real are the true horrors in life, and then as adults we have a different perspective on what's horrific. So yeah, it changes a lot, but I do like grief and horror combined. I think they go very well together.
And the kids are an easy device. Let's be honest.
Mm.
Kids in horror are an easy device because they, I
Yeah,
mean,
of course.
they automatically make you feel protective.
Yeah.
And what I like is when they twist it and it's the kid that's evil.
Mm.
That's my favourite kind of horror twist.
Mm.
When it's actually the kid who's the problem.
I can go with kids, that's fine. As long as kids aren't in danger. If they're evil and murderous themselves, fine. Fine with it.
It's not people for me. I don't. They could kill everybody. If they kill an animal, then I get annoyed. But I don't mind all the adults or the children dying. But because that's reality. I think a lot of horror, is kind of if you were in these real life situations, you wouldn't survive. So I always get annoyed when there's an happy ending. I hate a happy ending because to me everybody would die. I mean, not in a morbid way, but that would be reality.
Yeah.
I like happy endings great for that reason, Sharon, because I like the fact that they are like, that it's hopeful and that if this was real, I'd be dead, but it's not real and everybody's happy and they're kissing at the end. Like that's why
and that's why I read YA too, because I like like but in adult horror, if it's an happy ending, I'd chuck the book across the room. I can't deal with it. No, because in real life that's not going to happen. Whereas YA is much gentler, so it always ends with hope, which is another way to read it, isn't it?
Yeah, I've read all things, from
Me
middle
too.
grade to adult, and they all have different ways of approaching the same themes, which is something that I find interesting. And I don't mind happy endings, but I also like sometimes when it's just tragic, because sometimes that's the ending that we get in life.
Well, they
So
all
it
get
doesn't
away, and then
always.
suddenly,
Yeah.
I love that.
I just watched a movie today, actually. I'm not going to say which movie it was, but when we got to the end, the person you thought was going to make it didn't make it.
Marvelous.
And I was like, oh.
Message
I
me.
was like, oh.
Oh, Shelley's
Okay.
here. Shelley's here, Kasha.
Oh, she's there. I don't see her because she's very below. Hold on. Let me add her. Hello, Chelley.
Hello.
You made it.
I made it. Sorry I'm late.
All good.
Are you all right?
All good.
I've been listening to you chatting all about the catacombs, evil children, vampires. I've been fascinated.
So what's your fear? Are you scared of tight spaces
I'm gonna
or
have to just pop. Sorry.
Tight spaces
no.
are not happening. Yeah, no way. It's when you see them videos of them going in the tiny little No,
I'm like, no. Sorry, but no. They're squishing themselves in those holes, and I'm like, absolutely not.
I'm like, you deserve what's coming to you. If you're going to do that, come on.
Yeah.
Do you know the world's a big place? You don't need to go into a crack. What's wrong with you?
No.
Most people are looking for adrenaline, I guess. I mean, if it's for discovery purposes, because the tombs or whatever, and it's for research, I'm thankful for those people that are willing to put themselves in that position.
Yeah.
If it's just for adventure, then you kind of know your odds, right?
Exactly. You hear a cat throwing up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's enough adrenaline for me.
Nice. That happened to me this morning. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, And then you go out of bed like, let me not step on it.
Yeah,
You
where is
not
it?
step on it. Where is it?
Where
Like
is it?
you just woke up, your eyes are not open yet, and you're like, where is the puke? I heard it. Has to be somewhere. Let me
How's your
see.
day been, Chelley?
Busy, but yeah, good.
Oh, bless
I'm
you.
home now. That's the main thing.
Your shelves look fantastic, darling.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my husband has worked very hard on them, drilling holes in the bookshelves.
Nice,
I was
nice.
like, but yeah, I've just got to sort this one out over here, and then yeah, we're all
It looks
good.
so much better having that behind you now. It was weird without it.
Yeah, it was very strange. Like that chat I had to do, and I just had no books and had the fear of the shelf was going
Yeah,
to.
it was weird. The shelf was a bit dodge, I thought.
Yeah,
We're gonna watch live decapitation. That's what.
almost. There was a couple of times because I had to push it really close as well to like where I was sitting. So and I move around quite a lot. So every time I moved, I was like, oh no.
It's like Final Destination Chelley edition.
Yeah, definitely.
Love those films. Love them.
Yeah. So where
Yeah.
are you gonna read tonight, Chelley? I'm guessing you're gonna read.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
read. I'm reading the
Nice.
Oh, I loved it. I loved
I
it.
finished it.
It's so much fun. I've been such a bad at reading this month, but yeah, I've got quite a lot to read, but I'm getting there.
And
Yeah, it
the
was
cover
really
makes
good.
sense. The cover makes sense, Shelley.
Yes.
Does
I find with
it?
point,
Yes,
I
it
find with
does.
point horror that often the cover
Ooh.
has nothing whatever to do with the actual book,
No,
but it actually does.
I've seen some covers that you've posted on Instagram from other
my God.
languages, and I'm like, spoiler alert! I'm like, spoiler! Like they just spoiled the whole book with the cover, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
It was so funny. That body with covered in.
Yeah, I was like,
I'll
people
tell
should
you,
not bother to read the book in that country.
it was when I found that the French cover, I think it was, and it's like literally just a body covered in leaves.
And I'm like,
You didn't do a good job of covering that. I mean, dig an hole, for God's sake.
But,
And then that one at the end killed me. The one at the end where they're all standing around like this.
Yeah.
It's like a scene from Columbo. I just thought it just one of my favorite parts of your book club is when you post the alternate covers because they crease me
I love
every
finding
time.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so funny. Like some months you get good alternative ones, some months they're just stuck with the same. But yeah, this one was a good one.
I was like,
So
excuse me.
different.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I really
found
liked
the
it.
Italian cover, so I'm going to post that soon. I found a alternative version,
Oh,
so yeah, I'll have to post
Yeah, I
that.
loved it this month. It was a good one.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I don't remember reading this one before at all, so
Yeah, had a kind of a secret garden thing to it, don't you think? Yeah, the secret garden with the
yeah.
the poor ill child and somebody looking
Yeah,
after them. I felt it was that
yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really loved it.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of that was really weird is The Only One Left by Riley Sager.
I haven't
But
read
like,
that yet.
I haven't read that yet.
By like YA. It's also like this woman that is a caregiver and she is hired to work for this elderly lady at an old mansion. And this lady is rumored to have committed a crime, but it's not like 100% confirmed. And it's now really old and she doesn't really talk and she tries to communicate through a typewriter with the caregiver. And so it's kind of also revealing secrets and stories and things. It's instead of taking care of a younger kid after an accident, it's taking care of an elderly that also cannot communicate. So it kind of reminded me of that because you're also uncovering a murder mystery thing. And it's a really good Riley Sager. So if you like that one,
yeah, I do
that
like
one.
Riley Sager. I think I read Final Girls and Survive the Night. I know sometimes he gets a bit of a bad rap, doesn't he? But I quite like his books.
I didn't like Final Girls. I didn't
read
like
Lock
that one.
Every Door. You need to read Lock Every Door.
Yeah. Final Girls. I think that was the first one I read, but it took a while to get going. I
Yeah.
thought it was a good chunk of the book before you kind of finally got somewhere a little bit.
I just found the twist really awful.
Yeah,
I just thought, oh, he like he copped out.
yeah,
That could have actually just been so much better. And so it turned me off these books for a long time. I wouldn't read anything because I thought I just don't like his writing, you know.
yeah.
But I have got that one, so it's on my Kindle, so I will get to it.
Yeah,
Oh God, I went out yesterday. I went to Waterstones yesterday.
Yeah,
I bought more books. Like I need more books.
you always need more books.
Yes.
I'm doing.
I don't
want to
talk about Yalk and my purchases. Thank you.
Yes, I need to watch your video.
No.
I bought I've got 24 books to wrap for a book advent.
Oh wow!
So it's just ridiculous, really. I mean, this is only part of my house. There's bookcases everywhere. This is just one corner in the living room.
Fantastic. It's never enough books. Never.
More books than brick now.
More books than
If there's ever a naked flame with candles, I have to be so careful.
Run. All right, let me check some of the comments before we go to the next sprint.
I agree.
Yes, we do.
Killer Mermaids.
Yes, because I'm reading Into the Drowning Deep. I don't know if you've read it.
Oh,
Is that the Myra Grant one, Kasia?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Nice.
It is. I agree. Absolutely, Milena. It's absolutely brilliant. Loved it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, absolutely. I loved it, Ashlyn. Loved it.
yes.
Oh.
Yes, me too.
Me too.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm
Same.
like,
Unless
humans.
it's a part of the story. If it's a
Yeah, if it
if
makes
you read
sense.
a serial killer, you expect it. But if it's part of the story, it doesn't. But if it's just random, gratuitous, then I'll get annoyed and I'll skip it.
Yeah.
Like I found it's a popular book and I like the book, but there is a lot of animal stuff that I thought was not so relevant, and it's The Troop by Nick Cutter.
I agree.
Oh,
I agree.
It was not needed to be that brutal. Like it was
Yeah.
not necessary for the story, and I was a little bit like I didn't want to put the book down because I love the overall story.
Me too.
But the animal cruelty at times was like, was this really even needed? Not really.
What's the point?
Yeah, it didn't like change anything really to the story.
No.
So I was like, why though?
And I loved the Deep. The Deep was
that book.
yeah.
You haven't?
No, I couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
I think I gave
That's
up.
fair.
It's a great premise. I love The Deep by Nick Cutter.
Yeah.
It's my favourite one by him. Underwater, isn't it? We just talked about that.
I have to read that one.
But yeah, I agree with you completely. I think it actually lessened the actual shock value of the book.
Yeah, probably. Like everything was going great, and then we come to a point where I'm like,
Eek. Yeah.
did
What
we
was the
have
point?
to go there? Yeah.
Completely agree.
Hello,
Hi,
Chelley.
Lena.
Hello.
Hi, Ashlyn.
Ooh, somebody else is reading the body.
Yay, Caroline.
Oh, there is a twist. There is a twist. There is a twist, Caroline, but the actual walking stick is in the book as opposed to, just being a random just being a random drawing.
Now everybody's looking for the stick.
Of a strange hand.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a good one this month, Chelley.
Nice.
It's a good one. I've got that. I've got all of those.
Yes, I
on
have
order.
the 3 of them.
Christmas.
Yes.
I've ordered. My husband's got me those for Christmas. The whole set.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. With the body, I kept thinking about it. First, I was like, "Oh, this is Heidi," but like messed up. And then I was like, actually, it reminds me of the only one left by Riley Sager, and I'm like, interesting. Because I wonder if he has read that book, or consciously or unconsciously has created a similar story.
Oh,
I mean, similar.
It was a really complete story. Do you know, like a lot of point horrors not like that.
Yeah.
You just think, what on earth is going on here, and how's that relevant?
Yeah.
It's a complete story, which I really enjoyed.
Also,
Yeah.
the characters are not as annoying as some of them are in some of the other books where I'm like, oh god.
The
Yes.
adults, though, they're still neglectful.
We can't read a point horror without neglectful adults. It's just like
That's what it was like in the 80s and 90s. We basically were unsupervised, were we not?
yeah.
Oh, Amy made it back. Are we
Is he
gonna
all
get to the
right,
next
Amy?
bit?
I'm not sure for how long. He's a bit on sale tonight, so I
Oh
might have to duck out soon, but
no.
see how it goes.
Oh, poor little sausage.
Don't worry. It's fine if you have to, go.
Okay, if I disappear, you know where I've gone.
Yeah.
Mommy duties override everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're gonna
he's
go
up again. I think
for
I'm going to
the
head off, everybody. He's waking up again. So I'm going to head off now, but I'll catch
Hope
you
he
later.
feels better soon. Bye, lovely.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's
And-
poorly, Shelley.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it cool?
Yeah, he's a bit sicky.
Oh,
All right. Let's go to our next 40-minute sprint, you guys, and I'll see you in 40 minutes.
Yay.
bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hiya.
Hello.
We made it. Let's stop this. We have, for everybody that's wondering, what last sprint of only 30 minutes because it's getting late.
Especially for
And-
you.
Yeah. Hey, you're an hour ahead.
Yeah, I'm an hour ahead. It's okay. Yeah, I think Amy had to leave us because Nathan was waking up all the time because he's sicky. So hopefully he'll feel better soon.
Yeah.
So how did you do on your reading sprint, Sharon? Did you finish your
Yeah.
editing videos?
Yeah, I finished my editing thing for the Indie Book Club. So my videos are ready to go. And I was saying earlier, Shelley, I set up a Discord, and
Oh, okay.
that was a learning curve. But anyway, because I'm doing it across multiple social medias, it makes sense to have it in one. So
Yeah,
I'm doing
definitely.
sprints on TikTok, author interviews on IG, and live discussion on YouTube.
Yeah.
So there's a Discord for all the members. So
Oh, wow. And then what other videos you've done?
I've just done a video just doing the first 3 months books and telling
Oh,
people what I'm doing and the link to the
yeah.
Discord.
Nice.
Oh,
Um,
brilliant.
so, but I'm not till I won't probably won't do it till the 1st of December.
Yeah.
But I just want to get everything ready.
Oh, it's
Um,
very organised.
so I've spoken to the first two authors, so they're up
Yeah.
for a Q&A.
Oh,
Nice.
And
amazing.
yeah, so it's gonna be fun, I think.
Exciting.
Hopefully.
No, it is exciting.
Finding the books was the hardest
Yeah.
because me and Cash are both like quite extreme horror, but
Yeah.
some of the people who want to join, at least a fair few dozen of them on Book Talk, they've never read horror, so I can't go
Oh.
straight in with a really, really bad stuff, So we started with a gentle ghost story in January.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
So yeah, choosing the books was the hardest part.
I think January is a good month for like a ghost story.
I love a ghost story. It's wintry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that. And then slasher in February because obviously
Nice. My Bloody
Valentine's Day.
Valentine.
Valentine's death, of course.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be good. Hopefully.
Oh.
It'll
Yeah.
be fun. Well, I'm gonna try it for it. I'll try it for a year, see how it goes.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh. So main
Every
thing is
time,
just have fun.
yeah, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like every time someone is like, "Oh, I've never read horror before," I always go back to Hellraiser and be like, "We have such sights to show you."
Yes. Come into my lair. Come in.
Yes.
Come in.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's great. I hope people love it. I hope, I always love when you get to introduce people to horror, bring them to the dark side.
And so much the indie side. I really wanted to
Yeah.
promote indie
Yeah.
authors because that's my passion, really.
Yeah, that's
for
great.
independent
Yeah.
published stuff. So yeah, we'll see. And I mean, nobody might want to join now. I don't know.
Oh,
Excuse me.
It'd just be you, me.
I'm sure it won't. Oh,
No,
Yeah,
that's
we'll
great.
see.
I can't wait. I'll try to join every month if I can because, like I said, I want to be introduced to different authors that I don't know and support a little bit more also the indie publishers and all of that. So
And
independent
they're all on Kindle Unlimited,
Nice.
or Kindle or physical. So people have got a
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm quite excited. But
Oh, I'm excited.
Nice. So did you get any reading done or not yet?
yes, I've finished Upgrade by Blake Crouch.
Nice.
It was very, very science heavy, especially about genes. Basically, this woman she's supposed to die, then she came back, and then she invented a gene therapy that basically enhances humans,
Oh.
and told her children to deal with it. Her son doesn't want to, the daughter does, and they're both basically superhuman. But there is a chance that 5% of the population of the planet will die.
Great.
Which is, a fair few billion people.
Mm,
So it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it.
nice. So how about you, Shelley? Did you finish the book?
No, I haven't finished it because I always find like I read slower when I'm making like notes as well, like for
Yeah. Yeah.
But I found out I've come across the story. And I've just got, this is how far behind I am. I've only got to the part where Jeff and Melanie are like on their first date.
Oh.
So that's how far, you can tell how far behind I am now, but off life
Yeah.
tomorrow now. But yeah,
That's still in the middle, kind of.
yeah.
I annotate when I'm good at, like when I come on your discussion, I
Yeah.
annotated the books and underlined.
Oh, yeah.
So because I never do that really because I did it so much when I was doing my doctorate, my degrees. I don't do it anymore. But if I'm in a discussion, I do, and then I just flick through the book and see what I've noted.
Yeah. I've tried a few different ways to make notes. So I used to write massive long blog posts like before I did the chat, and it just used to take so much of my time. And then now I just know kind of the things I want to talk about. So I just make like little notes just on my phone. So I used to handwrite notes and all sorts, then type them up. And now I've just got into like a happy note taking thing now.
There's always some good quotes in for Point Horror.
Yeah.
There's always some good quotes in there.
I know, yeah. I'm looking for a little quote because I like to do like a book quote in the month, and I haven't done one yet. So I'm sure I'm going to come across a good one shortly to put.
I'm so looking forward to reading Christopher Pike next month because I've never read any of his.
Oh yeah.
No.
I can't wait. I've read this one a couple of times. Slumber Party we're doing, and yeah, I can't wait for people to see what people think. It's a bit.
I haven't read that one.
It was a nightmare to get.
I know,
They're so expensive.
I realised how hard, because when I got my copy, there was like loads of copies available, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll throw that in the mix and see if people fancy doing something different. And people were like, yeah. So, and then everyone was like, oh, it's a bit hard to find.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
I eventually bought two. I think I bought two for about £10, but it cost me £10 for two of them.
Oh, thank you.
I think the reason I haven't bought it is because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's well, I hope it's going to be worth it now. But all I really, it's not a spoiler or anything, but all I really remember is a character has to wee on her hands to put out a fire or something.
Oh no!
So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I'm planning like a bit of a special book club chat to like end the year on with like maybe a couple of people. So yeah, so it should be good.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, there's no Kindle version, so you can't get it on Kindle.
Yeah.
So, but they are available, but they're very expensive, and they're mainly in America.
Yeah.
So hopefully the American people in the book club will have got one easier.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the American people who joined in struggled with The Vanished, which we did last month, because that only seemed to be published over here. So yeah, good little mix.
Also, I feel like the people in the US, when they go book shopping, like to thrift stores and stuff, they are huge places where you find so many like old stuff, and I'm like, why? Take me there just for one day, and
I just find loads and loads of
like
old,
vintage paperbacks, and I'm like, where are all of them? Are they all in the US?
Yeah.
Somebody I follow on TikTok went into a thrift store and bought 30 Christopher Pike books.
Oh wow!
All vintage. She just walked into a thrift shop, 30 of them for $10.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Wow, yeah.
And here I'm struggling to find any book that is older than the 90s. Like impossible, to find the point horrors. I have problems finding them here.
Yeah.
It's mostly eBay, and they're not always the cheapest or not always in the best condition.
Yeah.
And that's only the point horrors. There's so many other vintage paperbacks, paperbacks from hell and all of that, the ones that were published in that book. And it's just so hard to get. And I go to secondhand stores here, but they're very small and they barely have anything really like horror related. So it's really hard for me to get anything here. Like,
I'll get mine on eBay. I'll get mine from eBay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
eBay's good, or Abe Books is quite good as well.
So I read like 60. I'm at 60% into the book. Uh, it's going really well. Things are happening.
That was such an evil laugh.
Yeah. No, but it's such an interesting thing because it's not just like a tale of horror. Because obviously, these mermaids are targeting humans and killing them, but it's also the conversation of humans have been taken from the sea so much to the point where the mermaids now are hungry and they see humans as food. So, and you are in their territory. So, to which degree are they evil? You know,
Yeah.
and they're just hungry and they see humans and they're like, that's food, you know? And we've been stealing from their oceans for years. And so there's less fish available to them. And so it is like horror, but there's a lot of like interesting themes that are being introduced there as well. So I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
We're
Interesting.
all somebody's food.
Yeah. It is like that. We think we're on the top of the food chain, but try to put yourself in a cage with a lion or somewhere with a shark, and then show me how you are on top of the food chain.
Yeah, that's so
Even-
Good luck. Good luck
I mean,
to you.
like you and me with our cats. Do you know,
Yeah.
if we were trapped in a house and we dropped dead,
Yeah,
the
they'll
cats
eat
would
us.
eat us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
But,
Facts.
you know,
I've got
if they were
3
hungry
cats.
enough.
They would
I mean-
definitely eat me.
Mine too. So I mean, and I'm fine with that. Do you know what I mean? If I'm dead, they may as well survive.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're nowhere near the top of the food chain.
No.
We're quite low down.
Okay, let me go through the comments before we go to the sprint.
Oh,
Yes.
sophisticated.
Yes,
point.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
all seem very
honestly,
posh
yeah.
in this, don't they? They
Yeah.
all seem a bit
Yeah.
posh, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, Jane
Yeah.
Eyre references. Yeah.
Hello.
I'm out.
Hello.
Well, you can
Oh.
read thrillers as well. That's fine. Whatever
You can read whatever.
suits you. Yeah. Whatever suits you. I'm not expecting people to read extreme horror here.
Oh, I love
Black
Talk
River
About It.
Orchard.
Orchard. I've heard good things about that book.
I've heard about it. It's this tree that has these weird apples, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cover is like with the tree and stuff. I'm excited, but I still have to read the other one. What was it called? Hold on.
It's a big, thick one, isn't it? It's quite big.
Chunky boy.
Yeah. Has it got a house on the front?
I forgot how it's
Picture
called.
it, but I can't
bought-
remember.
I'm
I bought
impressed
the other
you know
one.
what area of your bookshelves is in.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me. The something about accidents. The Book of Accidents.
Oh, the Book of Accidents is
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it and I still haven't read it, and I'm like, I should,
Yeah.
because I've
This
never read a book
TBR.
by him. Yeah,
The size of
exactly.
it's quite a meaty one, isn't it?
You keep reminding yourself, oh yeah, I had that book.
Woo. Well done, Ashley.
Oh, great!
You need to
More
add another
people.
6 to that, darling. I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Just dot 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 dot.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yes. Just cat.
He keeps coming in and out. If you see me, it's because I have to open the door when he's outside, and then he wants to leave, so I have to open again.
My
It's like
cat
having
loves
a child.
my cat loves Melina. Melina came round to mine a few weeks ago.
Oh.
The cat didn't leave. One cat didn't leave her alone.
Oh, bless.
Oh, we love cat people.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah,
Mine's
he
the
is.
same too.
You know what he does? He comes to me and he goes to my legs and does like this, so I can pick him up
Yeah.
like a baby. He comes
Mine
and he
likes-
does like this, and then he knows that I will pick him up. It's like a baby.
My middle one likes to be turned over and hugged like a baby.
Yeah, it's Louis.
Yeah, Louis,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So we've got 3, and like we always say, because there's 3 people who live in our house and got 3 cats, and they've all got like different personalities. So my husband's cat is like a white cat, very antisocial, very like my husband.
Fantastic.
And then we've got like an older cat who just sleeps in my son's room, doesn't come out of there, like she just likes to be in there. And then we've got Louis, the cat that Melina just mentioned, who's very social, likes to be cuddled,
Oh,
likes to trip you up on the stairs so you fall down, and
They
yeah,
tried
Yeah.
to kill us, love. They tried
it's
to kill
always
us.
around. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, literally. When I walk down the stairs, I have to always look and wait because the cats always follow me wherever I go.
Yeah.
And I work from home, and my office is like in the attic. So basically, I have to go 2 sets of stairs down and up every time I want something from the kitchen or something. And the cats always follow me, and so many times they try to trip me because they just run. They're like, "Oh, she's going, she's going. We have to go, we have to go." Even if they're like super passed out, the moment I leave my room, they're behind me.
Because they go in near the kitchen with food, darling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's fair.
My
Yeah.
That's fair.
littlest one, Shira, she's because I'm not very stable on my legs. I mean, I'm mentally unstable as well, but I'm definitely physically.
Same.
And
Same.
when I'm coming down the stairs now, because I'm quite, I have to be careful. My little one, she sits on my foot so that I slow down.
Oh.
She
Very
doesn't try
good.
to kill me anymore now. She's trying to save my life.
Bless.
The other two, the older two
thinking-
black boys, they couldn't care less.
She's thinking, that's what I'm going to nibble first.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
Okay.
all encircling the heater at the moment.
Oh yeah. You hear as well. So the other day I was looking for the cat, and where's the cat? And he was like on the front door where we have all our shoes. That's a heater there. There he was attached to the heater.
They're
And I'm like, you can tell it's
with
winter.
a little
It's getting,
paws.
it's like, oh, it's getting colder, isn't it?
They're communing. They're communing with the heater.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if they don't burn because they're like attached to it, and I'm like, what are you doing? But
I don't
cats.
understand it. They're covered in fur. How can they be cold?
Yeah, right?
Oh,
Okay, you guys, let's go to the last sprint. And I wish luck to everybody. There we go. There's the kitty. One last time, a kitty scare for everyone. Yeah. Sometimes my cats look at me when it sounds if they're in the room. They're like, "What's that? Did you get another cat?" They're like, "Please no."
not another one, mother.
All right, guys. See you in 30 minutes.
See ya.
Good luck.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Meow, meow. That was the last sprint.
It's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes so quick, especially the half hour when it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
But it's like so late here. It's 11:25 here.
Oh, you
So
need to
I'm
go
like,
to bed, Kasha.
I
Yeah.
know. And it's so funny. Sometimes the cats are waiting for me in bed. If I'm busy somewhere else, I go to the bedroom and they're in bed waiting, looking at me like, you coming or what? So, how did you guys did? How did you go, Sharon?
Yeah, fine. I just started reading another book on my Kindle, so
Oh, so
yeah.
not the maiden monster one thing.
No, not yet. So I just started reading a supernatural ghost story by an author I really like called Shani Struthers, who's an independent.
Oh,
So she always releases a ghost story for Christmas. So I'm reading that now. I'll get to
okay.
the other one tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you read really fast, so I'm not worried.
Well, I actually only worked Monday this week. I'm off the rest of the week. So since
Nice.
last Friday, was it Wednesday? Is it Tuesday today or Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
I've read
Wednesday.
11 books since Friday.
Wow.
Damn.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous, by the way, loves. It's ridiculous.
I want some of that power.
Yeah.
But I don't move much, you see. I can't really move around much. So all I do is read.
Oh, I'm such a slow reader, honestly. I'm like terrible.
Doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it.
I get
Doesn't-
distracted too easily. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
everybody's kind of panicking, aren't they, about reaching their reading
Yeah.
challenges in. And you're just like, it doesn't matter if you read one
Yeah.
book or 101. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You only should ever be challenged to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
I'm trying to read as fast as I can, but sometimes I feel like because English is not my first language, that
Yeah.
might stop me from reading faster as maybe I could on my mother tongue. So I don't know if it's part of that as well sometimes. But I try to, depending on the book, there are some books that I feel like if I try to read them quick, I'm not gonna get like everything out of the book. And there's others that they're written in a way that I feel like if I try to go quicker, I'm still gonna get everything. So it also depends a lot on the book as well for me.
Is your mother language Spanish, Kasha?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I taught English in South America for a while. That was
Nice.
fun. I'll read faster on my Kindle.
Yeah.
Much faster than I do on a physical book.
I'm trying to get better with my Kindle. Sharon gave me some good Kindle advice. I'm
Nice,
trying to
nice.
get a little bit better at using my Kindle.
It's just so fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can read a book on my Kindle in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, whereas a physical book is just like you're kind of moving around, and do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just quicker.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use it more because there's a lot of books that I am unsure of or authors that I want to try. And I always feel like if I buy the physical copies, first of all, is more money most of the majority of the time. And also, if I don't like it, then I have to get rid of it. And I don't have space. So I'm trying for thrillers or things that I'm unsure if I'm gonna love it or not. See if it's cheap in Kindle and then I can pick it up. So hopefully next year I do a better job at picking up my Kindle more because I feel like it's gonna help my finances and my physical TBR pile. Yeah, because there are some books that I buy because they sound interesting, but I might not enjoy them at all because I'm on the fence or the author is someone I don't know, and then I end up with a lot of physical books that I have to donate or get rid of, or and I think the Kindle might help me to avoid that a little bit.
It's a really good way of trying something, and if you like it, buying it, so
Yeah,
that on your
exactly.
shelves you've only got books you actually like.
Yeah.
I'm very good at unhauling, giving books away.
Yeah.
Even special editions I'll give away if I don't like them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're like serial killers with trophies, aren't we?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did you do, Shelley? Did you make
Yeah,
progress?
doing all right. I'm getting to the classic point horror tropes of creepy note, A guttural phone call.
Guttural.
It's the description of it. It's like it just made me laugh. I was giggling.
It's Ghostface.
So, yeah, so it's like the first of all it whispers, and then the voice has changed. It was high and it wasn't high and breathy anymore. It was deep and guttural. It sounded inhuman.
That's your quote, Chelley. That's it.
When's the discussion? Shelley? Is it this weekend?
Sunday, yeah. So I've got a movie chat on Saturday. We're going to talk about Talk to Me. Is it Talk
Nice.
to Me?
Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah. Proud to myself then, which I'm putting off watching because I've heard it's scary.
I'll be able to listen to that because Strictly's on after.
Oh,
Strictly on Saturdays, see. I can't do anything on Saturdays.
I realised Doctor Who's on.
Doctors, well, we're mad Doctor Who fans. My husband's got a Doctor Who room, but he's at work till 7:30, so I'm going to have to record it because we'll have to watch it together after Strictly.
Yeah. Well, my husband said, because we love Doctor Who, and
So do I.
my husband said, "Oh yeah, I'll wait to watch it until you're finished." And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to watch Strictly first."
We walked down the aisle to the Doctor Who theme.
Oh,
I love that. We had, funny enough, me and Kev had, it wasn't the Doctor Who theme, but there was a song from, it's called Song for 10 out of the
Yes, I love that.
So we had that. We walked back down the aisle to that song played on the violin. Yeah, at our wedding. Aww.
Yeah, my husband's got a whole room. The front is the TARDIS, the inside is the TARDIS.
Yeah,
and he collects toys and
the
he's got a whole YouTube channel.
Same as my husband, he's got like loads of them. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel, my husband, so he talks about all 80s toys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's great.
Send me the link.
So he's got his room, he's got his toys, and I've got my books.
That's
just a couple of geeks living together. We are really.
Yeah. Well, my partner, he works in the video game industry, so he is a character developer for video games, and they're having a launch party soon, and they invited me as well because you can take like your partner with you and stuff. So I might go. Yeah, so he also understands being a nerd. He collects a lot of Star Wars. Star Wars is kind of his weakness.
Yeah.
So
Carl likes that too. He collects everything. He's got loads of Masters of the Universe and stuff like 80s toys, basically.
Yeah.
Is what he loves. Yeah. Yeah, we're all a bunch of geeks, aren't we?
Slightly.
Nerdy geeks.
Just a little bit. But yeah, I made progress with my book. So, but I think I'm not gonna read more until I go to bed. I think I'm 67% or so in.
Not bad.
And I'm really enjoying it. It's quite interesting the way she did the beginning, because there were some chapters that were almost like mixed media, because she's describing the videos that were filmed during the attack and everything, and then there's like almost like diary entries of what's happening every day in the ship, and sometimes you hear from other people's perspectives, and I don't know, it's quite interesting. I'm enjoying more than I thought, even though the horror is not like all the time. It's not like action all the time, even though it's a long book. But I'm quite like engaged with the story and the characters, so I'm curious to see how she decides to end things.
Wow. The mermaids haven't kicked in yet, though.
Yeah,
the body count could arise at any time.
Exactly. It might be just like the last chapter, everybody's killed, and I would be like, fair,
Everybody dies.
That's okay. I'll be okay with it. Let me check the comments before we say goodbyes. Yeah, I've seen it 3 times.
I don't remember that film at all.
It came out this year.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Came out this year. It has. Normally, I try and pick a film that has like a rough theme with the book, but I kind of went a bit rogue on this one. But kind of Talk to Me. I went with the title.
Yeah.
Loosely.
Yeah.
But everyone keeps telling me I'm going to be scared, so now I'm like scared of being scared.
Well, I guess it depends what things scare you.
I'll have to watch it if it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah.
I think over here is not on Netflix yet, but I watched it 3 times.
Wow.
So I think I'm good. Yeah, because I watched it alone, then I watched it with my partner, and then I watched it with a friend. So I'm done for now.
Must be good then.
You're the expert now.
Yeah. Like I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of my favorites this year because it's a very interesting concept. And actually the guys that directed it are twin brothers that have a YouTube channel that started kind of like with weird videos about superheroes and I think pranks and stuff like that. Like and they pitched this idea and I don't know, somehow it ended up being picked up by A24. And I really like A24's movies. I like to watch
I love A24's movies.
yeah. So I watched it and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I didn't find it scary, but like I said, desensitized. Like
we're numb to it now, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have you seen Bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to the cinema. That ending was epic. It was everything.
I'm not going to spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it, but all the way through I was thinking, I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not sure.
I get it.
The hype, and then it got to that end, and I was like, "This is the best film I've seen." It was really
it was really entertaining. To be fair.
Yeah.
I watched Hellraiser this morning.
Nice.
I just fancied it. You know, like you do sometimes.
Yeah, like comfort watch.
Yeah, it's comfort watch for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched that for years. Need to rewatch that one.
I love the book. I love Clive Barker.
The new one. The book. I haven't watched the new one yet. I don't know. I've been a bit scared, but I'll try it at some point. Eventually.
It's always a disappointment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, isn't it? It was lovely too. Everybody burst out laughing. It was great.
It's a good tune, though. It's something that that relates to your relationships. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we came out to Batman.
I love that.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, ladies. Hope you have a good night.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna go get ready for bed. That's
okay. It's lovely to see. It's lovely to see you.
And you.
Yeah, we don't get to hang out that much, so we have to do this more often.
Yeah, we do. Definitely.
We'll invite you more, Chelley, to come over.
Oh, yes, please.
All right, guys. I hope everybody had a really productive night. The next Evil A Thon reading sprints are gonna be on the 29th.
I'm on that as well.
Yes. Sharron wants to be in all of them. We said she's gonna be basically just my partner for all my sprints from now on. It's nice to have someone that understands my level of delusion and my love for disturbing horror.
Yeah, we'll be doing a podcast next year.
Nice things that didn't disturb me. And why is this disturbing for other people? Let's discuss it.
We could do like a movie podcast where we do a kill list.
No, actually, I follow these lovely ladies that do a live. It's called "Does This Offend You?" And they discuss like horror movies and why the themes or the horror movie in that case like offends people.
Yeah.
So we could do videos talking about disturbing books and why people find them disturbing and where are the boundaries, maybe
and the kill count.
Is use me as the test subject for like you disturbing you and Sharron. Let's test it out on Chelley. See how disturbed she is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting, to see what people find disturbing and what others don't. Which I guess it all comes from our backgrounds and childhoods and stuff like that. But let's not dive deep into that because I'm gonna be talking until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Nice. Everybody's saying goodbye.
Bye, Melina. Bye, Ashlyn.
Bye.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, my darling.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you all guys on the 29th in the chat. And Sharon, I'll see you there as well. Shelley, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Hope you had
See
fun,
you
guys.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Good night.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Bye, guys.